Hello, my name is Stephanie, and tonight we are reading chapter 1 of Hosea. So, I have not read it in the NLT yet because it's not marked up. So, this is the New Living Translation. I love that translation, but ESV is really good. I don't like King James, it's hard for me to understand, but I've heard NLT actually can really change certain scriptures, so it pays to look things up in multiple translations. I also have Amplified, but this is like my favorite Bible, and it's an NLT, so I don't know why I went on that tangent. Okay, chapter 1 of Hosea. The Lord gave this message to Hosea, son of Beeri, during the years when Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, great name, were kings of Judah, and Jeroboam, son of Jehoash, was king of Israel. Hosea's wife and children. When the Lord first began speaking to Israel through Hosea, he said to him, okay, so I guess Hosea is a prophet of Israel, right? It was always Israel because Israel was the only group of people that knew God's law, had a relationship with God. Had the 10 Commandments. They're his chosen people. But now post-cross, salvation is for Jew and Gentile both. But before it was just the Jewish people, so all prophets were for the Jewish people, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he said to him, go and marry a prostitute. So I believe this book is a picture of Christ's unconditional love for the church, his bride. Children of God, us, humankind, I should say. So go and marry a prostitute so that some of her children will be conceived in prostitution. This will illustrate how Israel has acted like a prostitute by turning against the Lord and worshiping other gods. There you go. That's intense. So Hosea married Gomer. This literally happened. This literally actually happened. Hosea was a prophet. Now you think he was set apart, consecrated. He probably lived a very holy life. Remember, Jesus hadn't died yet. So if you sinned, you had to offer up sacrifices. And I think people like him probably did that regularly to just stay covered. But they lived very holy lives. I mean, to hear from God and be in the office of a prophet still today is a very serious position to be in. And God literally told him to marry a prostitute because it was going to illustrate how Israel behaved like a prostitute by turning against the Lord and worshiping other gods. Wow. All right, so it says, so Hosea married Gomer, the daughter. Oh, and it says, I just have to read it again, so that her children will be conceived in prostitution. So we'll find out the significance of that. Let's keep reading. So Hosea married Gomer, the daughter of, Gomer sounds like, that's like the ugliest name I've ever heard. It sounds terrible. What kind of name is Gomer? Lord. Okay. Ignore me on that point. The daughter of Diblaim, and she became pregnant and gave Hosea a son. And the Lord said, name the child Jezreel. It's kind of a pretty name. For I'm about to punish King Jehu. Interesting. King Jehu's dynasty to avenge the murders he committed at Jezreel. Oh. In fact, I will bring an end to Israel's independence. I will break its military power in the Jezreel Valley. Ooh, God's about to humble some people. Soon, Gomer became pregnant again and gave birth to a daughter. And the Lord said to Hosea, now your daughter, Lo Ruhamah, not loved. Oh my gosh, that's what her name means? That's awful. That's very sad. For I will no longer show love to the people of Israel or forgive them. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's intense. That's really serious. But I will show love to the people of Judah. Okay. Are they all Jewish? Can someone answer that for me? I need to look that up. Are the people of Judah and the people of Israel just different groups of Jewish people? I will free them from their enemies, not with weapons and armies or horses and charioteers, but by my power as the Lord their God. Okay, after Gomer had weaned Lo Ruhamah, which means not loved, so sad, she again became pregnant and gave birth to a second son. And the Lord said, name him Lo Ami, not my people. For Israel is not my people, and I am not their God. Whoa, I've read Hosea. I don't remember it saying, wow, this is intense. So she's got the firstborn son, which was, gosh, what did she name? Jezreel. And then, which means, for I'm about to punish King Jehu's dynasty to avenge the murders he committed at Jezreel. And then she has a daughter, which means not loved. And now she has another son, which means, Lo Ami, not my people. Oh my gosh, that's... Okay. Verse 10, yet the time will come when Israel's people will be like the sands of the seashore. So he's saying, so again, he's saying, I'm not their God. But then God goes on to say, yet the time will come when Israel's people will be like the sands of the seashore, too many to count. So he's making a promise here. Then at the place where they were told, you are not my people, it will be said, you are children of the living God. Wow. Then the people of Judah and Israel will unite together. They will choose one leader for themselves, and they will return from exile together. What a day that will be. The day of Jezreel. Okay, so they were both in exile. Yeah, I think Chronicles covers that, or Kings. Yeah, it's intense. When the kingdoms had to split because God was having to, he made his promises to Solomon and to David, but then their descendants kept sinning and offering sacrifices to foreign gods. So then God was trying to keep his promises that they would have descendants and that he would be with them, but then also punish the sin. So that's when I think the kingdoms had to split at one point to Judah, but I think they're all Jewish people. But anyways, read about that in Kings. I tried to get through Kings. Oh my gosh, I think I got through First Kings. I couldn't do Second Kings. It was so intense. Okay, so what a day that will be, the day of Jezreel, when God will again plant his people in his land. Yeah. In that day, you will call your brothers Ami, my people, and you will call your sisters Ruhamah, the ones I love. So what an intense chapter. I'm already almost at 10 minutes. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Maybe I should have split this into 3 parts. I don't know, but join me in the next video for chapter 2 of Hosea.